Hello from my car. I just came from my OBGYN and I have good news. We saw a heartbeat. I am so relieved. Can't even tell you. I mean, I felt pregnant the entire time. The nausea is there. The breast tenderness is there. The weird taste in my mouth is there. The pressure in my uterus, occasional twinges, it's all there. I'm so relieved. And there's definitely one baby in there, which I'm so happy about. And everything's great. I just actually stopped by IKEA, got a few things. I want to install a few shelves in my oldest daughter's room because she has a lot of makeup now. She's all into makeup and beauty and stuff, and so she has all the stuff on her desk, and I wanted her to get it off the desk so she can actually clean the desk. So we're gonna hang up some wall shelves or like a pegboard with a bunch of stuff on it. And now I will insert a little bit of the footage of the ultrasound.
Gucken wir mal, wie viele da drin sind. So.
Ich hoffe eins.
Da ist eins nur, ja. Da oben sehe ich auch das Herz schlagen. Das Thema ist gelutscht. Der Drops ist gelutscht. Okay. Da ist ein Zwerg drin, ja? Oh. Gut. Da ist das Zwerg. Ich hole mir das noch ein bisschen größer hin, weil ich sage, kann ich es leichter sehen. Und dann möchte ich von dir die Scheitelsteißlinge und dann weiß ich, dass nur das hier dein Baby ist. 6+4, also da kann ich mir aber um Mikromillimeter Verwechselwissen haben, also passt ziemlich exakt.
Okay, I'm back home. I just had a Zoom meeting with a photographer and I'm pouring myself some ginger tea. I have a photo shooting in a couple days for my website and different things. He's actually a friend of mine, but he does photo shootings like for Boss and stuff. I mean, he does professional stuff. He's huge, and he made a special deal with me because I probably couldn't afford him if we were not friends. And I already asked him. He's actually a doctor, also. Not currently. I guess he kind of is practicing. He worked at the hospital before, and he's a anesthesiologist, and he also said he worked at the gynecology part of the clinic before, the labor and delivery. So he had a lot of stories to tell, and he has a lot of tips. And I feel, oh my goodness, it's so hard right now. It's like my stomach is just, I still need to buy some food today, like groceries, and I bought this right here, and it's actually very yummy. It's Asian food, like rice and vegetables and some duck, and I love duck. I ate a little bit and then I was like, ugh, I can't eat anymore. I ate also like a bagel with some smoked salmon and cream cheese and some cucumbers on there that I got from a bakery right before I went to my ultrasound appointment. I just need to make sure I kind of eat small portions throughout the day. I get just so nauseous. And drinking is so difficult. I'm not complaining at all. I'm happy because it just helps me have reassurance that everything is good. And just drinking is so hard. I have not been drinking enough. I try even just to drink one of these cups a day is such a challenge. Every time I drink more than 2 little sips, I get so queasy. And I'm trying to drink also the tea, which is helpful, but right now I feel so bad. I don't know. I eat healthy. I have been eating healthy for many years. I make everything from scratch. I do not eat processed food, and rarely do I actually get something like for takeout or anything. Very rarely. But I'm telling you, it's just been such a challenge to eat anything and everything, and it's like nothing sounds good. When I'm at the grocery store, I don't even want to buy food. It's like I don't Nothing sounds good. And then I have moments where I'm like, I need to eat. Like that bagel with smoked salmon, that actually felt really good today. So more like dry stuff. I feel like bread. This morning I had like a piece of bread, like really good sourdough bread with just a fried egg on top. And then Lola ate half of the egg because normally she doesn't eat that, but when I have it, then it's like, now I want it because mom has it. But I'm so happy. I'm just so relieved. And I had some tears today, but very happy tears, because I'm like, oh my goodness, baby is there. And it's more real now. It's so much more real. I actually saw a heartbeat and everything's good. And the next, we're gonna have the next ultrasound in 4 weeks. He wants to see me every 4 weeks for an ultrasound. Excuse me. I feel like I've been burping a lot. Is that a thing in pregnancy? It must be all the hormones. And yes, he said that the fluid, around, it's not in the uterus, the fluid is around it, like in my, abdominal area. And he said the fluid is totally normal. At the hospital, they seemed a bit worried about it, but he said, all the hormones that you've been on, like so much estrogen, it's very normal. And probably it'll disappear once I stop taking all the hormones and once the placenta takes over, which I thought it was at 12 weeks, but actually I just watched a video and it said, I think it's called Infertility TV. They have tons of videos out there, and it said between 8 and 9 weeks. So, but my clinic wants me to take all the stuff like the estrogen. So I take this, 4, so 1 in the morning, 1 for lunch or after lunch, afternoon, and 2 in the evening, which is a lot. That's 8 milligrams of estrogen. And I take the suppositories twice a day, 400 milligrams. I'm stocked up, so I have enough until the end. And I'm so looking forward to the end of the first trimester. I am enjoying it. I'm totally enjoying it. But I'm also looking forward to the end of the first trimester, because in each pregnancy, that's when the nausea subsided. So, after about 11 weeks, it got a little bit better. And by 12, 13 weeks, usually it was pretty much gone, which will be amazing. I've been just feeling quite sick. And basically in the afternoons, once I'm done with work, I'm just sitting on the couch and I can't get myself to do much. And luckily the twins are, they're 2 kids, so they play with each other. And, I just have to get up to give them food and drink and, change diapers, which hopefully will end soon. They're 3, but it's been such a challenge to get them. They do not want to go to the bathroom. They hate it. They hate sitting even on the little potty. And, we have it all. We have the little potty where they can just sit on. We also have on the toilet like a in-between toilet seat. You can either, you open up the top one and it has kind of for children, for small children, for small booties. And then you open that and that's for grown-ups. So we have that. And we also have for the other toilet, we have 2 bathrooms in the house. We have one that you put on top for kids, and they don't want to go. And if, then they do want to go, and then they make a mess because they just want to play with a flush, and then they just keep flushing for hours. And then last week, Lola made a huge mess. There was a little play cup, and she got the water out of the toilet and it was all over the floor, and then she had toilet paper all over it. And I'm like, no, you're not going by yourself. I'm not leaving you here, because she wanted me to leave, she wanted me to go out and like, no, you leave the room, I go and I sit on the toilet. But she didn't sit on the toilet, she made a mess. So yeah, it's been a challenge, but they're gonna start kindergarten very soon. I don't know if I talked about this yet. It was planned that they start actually next week, the beginning of March, but probably now there is a change of plans because of different circumstances. They're not going to start until the beginning of April. So I have another month until they start kindergarten, which kindergarten here in Germany is not the same as it is in the States. It's basically just a daycare, but up to 3 they call it daycare here, and starting at 3 years old they call it Kindergarten. It's a German institution, but in the States it doesn't exactly mean the same. From 3 to 6 years, that's kindergarten here. And that's when at 6 they start first grade. There's nothing before first grade. It's just kindergarten and then first grade. You're either in kindergarten, you are not in school. We don't call it school. When you go to school, you're actually learning to read and to write. You're in a classroom. And before that, it's playtime. That's how it is here. Okay, I'm wrapping it up. I will give you an update when there is something to talk about. Talk soon.